Hi. Prep day is here. I've been trying to do everything else except this, but today's the day I think that I'm gonna start. I don't promise I will do much progress, but you know, starting is already good. It's actually a beautiful day today. It's one of the hottest days of the year, and I don't know why suddenly I've decided that I need to work on the landing, but this is what it is. The first step, which is the one that I'm less excited about, is sanding the door frame. I'm going to show you the paintwork is old and is not looking good, so there's a lot of work to be done there. I thought maybe I could save them, maybe I could just, you know, sand and paint them. I really hope it's gonna work, because the easiest thing would have just to be like just replace them basically, but I'm doing that on a budget, so we're gonna try to do something with it. And after that I have a few holes and cracks to fill on the ceiling, on the walls, kind of a clean, and then we can start painting the ceiling and the top of the walls. But until then I think there's a lot to do, so let's get into it. So this is the current state of the paintwork on the door frames. As you can see, it's dirty, it's chipped, it's there's a lot of dents, and it's just they've not really done a good job. I'm wondering what happened there. But there's a lot of work. The doors need to be done as well. The balustrade, the paint is peeling off. There's a lot of drippings and stuff like that. So there's a lot of work on the handrail as well. And I'm just going to basically start with sanding with a 120 sandpaper and see what happens, and see if we can get away with just a light sand and painting over it. It's just peeling off like plastic. So I think it's probably latex, but I have all of this, so it's a big job. If I want to do it all, I need to find a solution. It's like opening up the Pandora box in here. The paint, the last coat of paint, the white one, I think it was latex or something like that. It's peeling off in like little chunks of things. It's just not ideal. I need to think about the plan, because I really don't want to remove all the paint, knowing that this is just a quick fix and we will replace the door frames and the handrails and stuff later. So yeah, I'm getting super hot, so I might just have a glass of water and have a think outside for a bit. It's me, I'm back. I had a little clean and had a glass of water. I'm just gonna sit in the garden because it's a beautiful day. And talk you through the next steps, because really what happened, typical, I thought I just had a not easy job, but kind of time consuming job of sanding the doors to prep them for painting, and actually it's a nightmare because the paintwork is just terrible and I'm not sure what to do from here. Like, I don't know if it's worth using a heat gun and try to kind of remove all the paints, knowing that anyway it's not very good quality wood. It doesn't look like hardwood. I think maybe it's MDF for the door frame and skirting board. It's not that expensive to replace, and I'm tempted to just do it, but I have said it would be a kind of makeover on a budget, and I would be using stuff that we have without having to do more purchase. Like, you know, I bought the paint, I bought the runner and everything else, so I'm a bit upset. At the same time, I don't know if I'm wasting my time painting over something that is not good in the first place. So it's either scenario 1, I just paint over and it's a quick kind of makeover for a year or two until we can change the door frame and skirting board, or scenario 2, I replace skirting board only, or scenario 3, replace both the architrave, the door frame, and the skirting boards before painting the walls. One scenario means I can start painting, you know, this week. The other 2 scenarios mean I need to go to B&Q or somewhere to pick up some skirting board and door architrave and things like that, and I don't know if I have that motivation in me at the moment this week. I'm gonna make lunch and then I'll think on it and make a decision. I'll show you guys, we got some peonies coming through there, and this one is going to come soon as well. Well, this one got hot. And the beautiful roses, I think I need to start cutting them, you know, make some bouquet or put them in a vase, but it's coming along nicely. Here we have some pampas. I cannot wait. I think the harvest is later this year. I do love pampas, so the flowers. I think we're going a bit overboard with the mint, but they are loving it around here. They're just spreading like no tomorrows. So we have a few pots and it smells amazing. Can make some tea, and God, I love mint. Really, I should be wearing a mask, so if you do that at home, just wear a mask. It's just too hot today. So yeah, I might have wasted an hour or 2 of my day trying to sand those, oh god, trying to sand those door frames. As you can see behind me, the paintwork is just such in a bad state, but I don't want to replace them now. Because I can't, like, budget wise, so it's a quick fix really. I just want to paint them and it looks clean, and then in the future we'll change them. Skirting board are in a very bad shape as well, so it's just gonna be like a cover-up job on this one. It's not gonna be a full renovation, let's say for the next year or 2, and then once we can replace all the door frames, you know, the skirting bar, the skirting board and the carpet, then that will be great, and hopefully, you know, painting the walls and all the other stuff we're gonna do is not gonna go to waste. But these door frames are just too old, but not old like period house old, just too many layers of paint, and it's bubbling everywhere, and it's actually very hard to kind of smoothen properly. So I think really it's probably the best I can do. I don't want to waste too much of my time on it, because eventually it's not going to look good because they need to be replaced, kind of thing. So for now it will just be that. We're going to have to do the same on the door as well, because the doors haven't been painted properly, and as you can see here, that's the skirting board I'm talking about. The skirting board are just awful. I'm really considering changing those at least now, but I don't know if it's probably better to wait to change the architrave and then the skirting board, or if I can change the skirting board now and change the architrave and door frames later. I'm not too sure. And I haven't protected the carpet because this is gonna go, obviously, like it's just, yeah, it's an old carpet. It's not even been fitted properly, as you can see here. So yeah, for now it's just protecting the hard floor. We're undecided on whether or not we're gonna replace it with carpet or just leave the floorboard. The floorboard are actually quite nice, like this. but in terms of like insulation, it's not ideal. So maybe yes for carpet, definitely no for that carpet. No. But anyway, I've sanded the door frame, so now I'm just gonna wash myself because I'm just in a state of, yeah, terrible. So first part of the heat gun action, I think we are in a much better place. I just need all of this now to be done. Ooh. But yeah, at least we can paint over it and it will be a lot cleaner rather than painting on that latex disgusting thing. Ew. So I am done with the heat gun. I can feel like the vibration in my hand still. It's really weird. I still need to hoover the stairs and then sand, or maybe the other way around, light sand just to make sure that the grain is smooth and I don't get any more splinters, and then hoover the stairs. And then I need to do the same for the balustrade, but I don't think I'll do that today. I think I'll do that tomorrow because my hands, I feel like it's really weird. But yes, it's been, I think, 3 hours and I'm exhausted now. I'm just gonna have a cup of tea and try to chill a bit for the rest of the day. Hey guys, so I'm back in the garden. It's the next day and we've been doing some gardening. I have unfortunately forgot to film all the work we've done yesterday, but basically we have a nice sitting area now in the spot where the sun hits first in the morning, so we love to have tea there. But it used to be a very kind of daunting and dark place in the garden. We used to have a massive yew tree and Jake managed to cut it down. The cats absolutely love climbing what is left of it, so for now we're keeping it. And just next to it we had that patch of dead soil basically that we didn't know what to do with. Once we realized that in summer the sun was hitting there first, we thought it would be perfect for morning tea. So we've done some progress on that. I'm going to show you. It's still not finished, but it is in a pretty good shape already. Shame that I didn't film. So that's the yew tree. It was massive, trust me, it was so huge. It was dark, it was absorbing all the light. And now it's just a big cat tree now. And that's the area we've, you know, worked on all of the weekend. I really liked the kind of Provence, you know, vibes. And I love the Cotswold shippings. And the terracotta pots, the wooden chairs, it's just so nice. So we can sit here, have the sun first thing in the morning, and a cup of tea. So the thing that I have to do is obviously getting more grass around here now that we put the border in, getting more gravel because it's not enough. And what I'm going to do now is actually lifting the cover and kind of removing a bit of soil from underneath because it's not leveled. I don't know if you can see from here, but it kind of goes up, so actually the gravel comes above the border, which is obviously counterproductive. So I'm going to do that now, but it's very sunny and very hot, so I'll see how long I can work in the sun for, and maybe Luna will keep me company. Luna? when I say that they absolutely love that tree. Just a quick update on the landing situation. So I have stripped off all the paint on the handrail, which was great progress. But now I realize I need to do the same on the balustrade and potentially on the skirting board, because some of them, the paintwork is pretty disgusting. So I'm going to do a bit of that now, but bear in mind, like, it's so warm in England at the moment and using the heat gun is just pure torture. So I'm just going to do a bit at a time, a bit every day, maybe a bit now and a bit later tonight when it's a bit more chill. No, when it's maybe a bit now and a bit later when it's less hot. Yes, and and after that we'll see if we start painting or if we fix all the cracks in the staircase. I'm kind of, I want to see progress, so I'm really keen on starting to paint, even if it's just the ceiling and the top of the walls, just to, you know, get a bit of motivation back. But we'll see. For now, we're just gonna tackle that white latex paint that they put everywhere. Wish me luck. Just because the weather has been so nice. And working with a heat gun when it's, you know, 30 degrees outside, it's just very hard. So I'm trying to do a bit early in the morning and a bit in the evening, but obviously filming in the evening is not ideal. So anyway, this morning I'm going to try to finish the post of the balustrade. I have started, I don't know if you can see here, but I have started. It looks like they have primed the balustrade. The handrail was definitely not primed because, as you can see, I could just remove the paint super easily. Here, the latex layer has been removed easily, but then underneath there is some sort of like two tones paint. I can see a white one and a cream one, and they are harder to remove. So I think I'm just going to remove the latex layer and anything that kind of comes off easily, and then I'll sand. But I'm not going to aim at kind of recovering the wood the same way I've done the handrail. We're going to paint over it anyway, but I just want the finish to be as smooth as possible. So I'm going to do my best on that. And then I'm also going to try, given how successful it was with the handrail, I want to give this a try, the heat gun, on the skirting boards, because they are disgusting. Like, the paintwork was awful. So if I can remove the latex layer with that, it would be amazing. And then maybe on some of the door frame where there was like big drippings of paint and things like that, if I can remove that with a heat gun as well. So it's going to take longer. I think just doing this is probably going to take me a few hours today and a few hours tomorrow, and after that we can start prepping the walls to paint. And the staircase, like, we have loads of cracks on the sides of the staircase. I want to do that as well, but I think I'm gonna focus on here for now, see some progress that I feel happy with, and then start on the repair of the staircase. We're also going away next week, so really I have just this week to make a bit of progress, and then it will be in 2 weeks' time, sort of in 2 weeks' time. So yeah, I just want to kind of get some motivation back, and to do that I need to see progress. So we'll do that. I'll show you how it goes. Morning guys, a new day. I am still in the landing. I've made some progress. I've made some progress, but it's taking way longer than expected. I'm going to show you now what I managed to remove and what is still a bit like stubborn and staying on. I need to have a plan on next step, like, shall I just persist and try to strip off the paint, or shall I find a way to sand it back as much as possible and maybe prime it if it's not peeling off too much and just paint over it? Like, oh, I'm so tempted to do that, but at the same time I just want to do the things properly. So I'm still conflicted. We're going away in a day or two now, so I'm not sure I'm gonna have much time to do any mass. So I'm not sure I'm gonna have enough time to actually make massive progress on here. Like, I wanted to start painting the ceiling and stuff like that, but I don't want to rush. So I think I'm just gonna focus on stripping off the paints before we go away, and then when we come back we can really tackle the painting and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you now where I got to. Let me do that quickly. Obviously you guys have seen when I removed the paint all across the handrail. That was clearly the easiest part, albeit it was longer, but it was just so satisfying because you could actually see like the progress you were making. Then I started working on the skirting boards. They are not perfect, but now that I'm gonna sand them, at least the paint will go on really smooth instead of having like that shitty kind of paint work from the previous owners. So that is done. I have started going up the door frames, but I don't know if I can tackle that job, to be honest. So it just take ages to just go all around. I'm thinking about maybe using paint stripper, but we have 4 cats, so it's not ideal. This is the other bit of skirting board. I still have this one to do. And then I have started the balustrade. So that was similar to the handrail, quite easy to do and satisfying. That is a pain in the bum. That's such a pain. This side, I don't know, just one side must have taken me like an hour. And on the other side, so it's a bit blurry here, I still haven't managed to do this bit. It was another hour, like easily. I still need to do that, which is going to be super easy, I think, because it's the same as this. So I'm wondering if they used primer on here but nowhere else. Like, it doesn't really make sense. Let me know in the comments if you understand why this side is so much harder. Like, literally it doesn't, I have to just scrape it like bit by bit. I can see here that they have used some sort of, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. You can hear the stairs are very noisy. When I am going to repair the sides, because you can see it's cracking all along, I'm going to do both sides in the next video probably, and I'm also going to remove the carpet and fix those creaky stairs. But yeah, that's the situation. I wish I had a bit more to show you. You know what? I actually quite like the wood. Like, I know I said I would paint them black, and also it's really not perfect, but if I sand it down, if I could get the wood and like use a lime wax to get like a kind of boho look, maybe it would be nice to keep the wood. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see, maybe just this section. I've seen some people doing that, and the rest black. I don't know, I need to look for inspiration. I'm gonna get rid of this and place it somewhere else. But yeah, that's kind of, I'm just gonna put you there, trying to get some natural light from the window. That is the situation at the moment. So I have a few decisions to make. Do I strip off the door frames, so all around, and we have 4 door frame. Do I use paint stripper? Maybe I use paint stripper at the top part where the cat can't reach, and then at the bottom I'll just finish with a heat gun. Do I use paint stripper on the balustrades on the sides of the posts where it's really hard? I might have to do that, but I just need to keep the cat out of the way. It's difficult. And then, do we paint it? Do we just sand it down and keep the wood? I think the handrail will definitely be painted, I think. But what I might do is just paint the walls before making a decision on the wood, just to see how it looks like. Because I didn't expect it to be wood, to be honest, like real wood. I thought it would be like MDF or something like that, because they've done everything on the cheap, and I really didn't think the skirting board and the balustrade would be real wood. So it's kind of a nice surprise, and it would kind of bring up a bit of warmth as well. So let's see. And then yes, and then when we're back, all of that, it will be when we're back from holiday, obviously. We'll also start the walls for painting. And finally, I feel like I say that to you guys every time I talk on camera. But that's the plan. There is also another decision, the carpet. So obviously I have a runner for the stairs, but I don't know yet what to do on the landing. So I'm just gonna try that kind of blue carpet that is really old, probably very stinky, and I am not a big fan, to be honest, of the navy blue. So I wanted to remove it completely, like just lift it up, because underneath we have amazing floorboard, hardwood board, but was probably pine. We've been talking about it with Jake, and I think, you know, in terms of insulation, winter is coming, we know the prices of everything is rising up. Maybe having carpets is the best decision across the first floor. So I could potentially just buy a new carpet, and, you know, it's quite a small section, just do the landing for now, and when we have saved enough to do the bedrooms, then change the carpet in the bedroom as well. Yeah, it's just something to think about, really. I'll think about it once we're on holiday. And anyway, I'm gonna keep the carpet on until I finish painting, even on the stairs and stuff, because obviously it would protect the board, the floorboard. So it's probably the best decision. But yeah, sorry, I'm conscious this video wasn't very exciting in terms of, like, there was no kind of ending in the DIYs and stuff like that, but that's the reality of doing, you know, things yourself in your home. Sometimes it takes longer, sometimes you have some bumps on the way that delay, you know, the whole thing and the plan. So it's just a reality, you know. All of this, obviously with my day job, I've been doing it early in the morning, a bit in the evening. It's taken me, you know, the whole week to kind of get to where I am, so it's not massive progress. I'm just gonna sign off. Thank you again for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.